Vitality is our ability to have spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical bliss. Some call it paradise. We call it a game.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what I want to talk about today is why Black women get passed up and passed around. You know, yesterday I did a video about needing discipline, Black women needing discipline. And underneath that comment section, I knew I was going to get some pushback, but the pushback, and I usually don't refer to the comment section or respond to it. And I really didn't respond to it at all, except for I felt as though this was a really important one, because I was going to actually talk about how Maya, the singer Maya, was married to herself for 7 years, but that can wait. That's not a breaking story. The breaking story here today, my sisters, is why we are going to continue to be passed up and passed around and just passed by completely. Because the type of pushback that was received underneath the video really astounded me. And I really should not be surprised at anything that I read or anything that I hear anymore. But I think it's because of the passion with which I come here, and I really give all of my emotional self to this. Y'all don't really understand what it takes to actually come up with topic after topic. I do 12 shows a week. Ain't but 7 days in a week. Okay, I do 12. I do 2 shows Monday through Friday, and then I do 1 show each day, Saturday and Sunday. I just don't go live on the weekend because I just need to recuperate at some point. But I'm not talking about this because of my, being tired or anything like that. But I come here for the express purpose of helping my sisters become better versions of themselves. And when I did the show about discipline, it was like, well, do Black men, it was something like, do Black men even deserve a woman that got discipline? If he is of low value, then do he need a woman with discipline? And I just sat there and looked at that for a while. I just looked at that comment for a while, and it really saddened me. And the reason why I got sad about it is because I began to wonder if whether or not, I just don't understand. And what I don't understand about Black women as a whole is, why is everything we do as women conditional and based upon what Black men do or don't do or don't have, or what we think they deserve? And I'm trying to figure that. And I need somebody to, and since you jump in the comment section, I need somebody to jump in the comment section and tell me, what is it about womanhood, femininity, being the best person you can be, being the best woman you can be, having outstanding qualities, reaching for excellence in your life underneath the 10 life values? What does that have to do with whether or not we think Black men deserve it, or if they don't got a certain amount of money or a certain amount of status, then we ain't gonna give that to them? And then they, like, what does that have to do with anything? What about who you are? What about who you are independently, since you like that word so much? What about what kind of woman you are all by your lonesome? Let's forget for a second about the men. Let's forget about the men, because y'all like to come on here and argue down about, well, pick-me's just want black male approval. You do everything for black male approval. You don't even want to become better women. Y'all don't even want to comb y'all head on a regular basis if you don't think black men deserve your head to be combed. And it's your head, not his head, yours. And I'm absolutely getting sick and tired of the stupid reasons why we are looking to be passed up and passed around and passed by and passed over. We the only women in the world that don't look for excellence. We look to be at the bottom. We want to be the last of the last. We want to be in last place and to take pride in being last place. And we want to be there because we want to use the excuse that our men don't deserve us to be better. What about what you deserve? Do you deserve to be better? Should you be better as a woman? And what's wrong with that? What's actually wrong with that? Because myself and the other female content creators that come to this space that talk about the betterment of women, that talk about what black women are going through, that talk about what the issues of black women are, we are not coming here to throw you under the bus to get a man. We're coming here to talk about why you're having the issues that you're having, and maybe, just maybe, by explaining why it's an issue, you can actually use your brain to figure out how you can reverse it. And I wonder why that's such a bad thing to do. You don't want to be disciplined because, well, what about the men? Are the men disciplined? Are you a man or are you a woman? Which one are you? And which one are you trying to be? Because at some point, we have to worry about who we are as women and not what the men are doing. The men can straighten themselves out. And if they never straighten themselves out, you will be a better woman by the end of the journey. What about that? Why don't you want to have excellence in any of the 10 life value areas? Why don't you want to have excellence spiritually? Why don't you want to be a woman of value and of excellence there, where you can have principles and standards and a code by which you live, a system by which you live, that can't nobody take you off that square? Why don't you want to be a woman of excellent health? You fight tooth and nail to be a fat slob. You fight against folk when we say lose the weight, get on a weight loss journey, sis. Mind what you eat, mind the exercise that you do. You're too sedentary. You're sitting around, you're not minding what's going in your body. You're too busy about what's going on your body. You will spend hundreds of dollars on a lace front, but you don't think that you should spend more than $10 on something to eat. That's backwards, sis. Why not say, you know what? All that big and beautiful stuff, yeah, okay. But what about health? What about, it's not healthy to constantly eat McDonald's or fast food or this or that, or a bunch of bread, a bunch of carbs, a bunch of calories. It's not really healthy for me to do that. Maybe I should mind what I'm eating just off of the health tip. Even if you want to forget what the aesthetics look like, why don't you want to be a woman of excellence in your family? Why don't you want to have excellence in these areas? I don't understand that. Why do black men have to be or do or have a certain amount of things or a certain type of thing, or they got to be at a certain status before you can climb out of the pit you in to come out of the boneyard to be a woman? Why are you worried about that? Why are you worried about what black men do and don't deserve? Half of you claim you don't want black men no way. The other half of you claim you don't need no men. So that just leaves you. So why come you can't have excellence, just you? What happened to that? What happened to having excellence in all 10 of these areas? From the spiritual all the way down to the wealth. You will strive for your little education and stuff like that. You will try to make you a little money, but I'll be doggone if you don't care about nothing else. You so worried about whether or not a black man can benefit off of you being excellent, you would rather stay at the bottom of the barrel. But what about what you benefit out of reaching for excellence? Not perfection, excellence. What about what you get out of that? What about how it makes you feel to wake up every morning and know that you got your life together, or at bare minimum, you working on these areas in earnest to try to get your stuff together so that you know what, you will be able to reach abundance in every area. Because when I come here, I'm not trying to instruct you on just how to get a man. I'm trying to instruct you on how to get your life together. And will that attract a better man? You bet your bottom dollar. You bet your bottom dollar. But not because you just trying to do this just to get a man. You'll become a better person, and that attracts other better people. What part of this is getting lost? Are you that caught up in being right that you can't see logic? You that caught up, sis? Then when we talk about having discipline in your life, that's a problem? When you're supposed to be exercising discipline anyway. This is why more than half of you are obese, because you're not even disciplined to push the plate away from your mouth. Hello? You don't want to have self-control, self-mastery? How do you control anything else in your life if you can't control you? How you supposed to have excellence or mastery over anything else in your life when you can't even master you? And that's all we talking about. How to master each area, because this is your life that you live in. You master your spiritual value. You master your health. You master your family. You master the appearance. You master dwelling. You master mobility. You master education. You master profession. You master leisure. You master wealth. You! What does that have to do with anonymous black men that you don't even know and claim you don't want? What does that have to do with any of that? When are we going to climb out of the boneyard and stop groveling around being savage animals and stand upright and be women? That's what I want to know. And everybody else listening should want to know that. That's the problem with us. You're so busy not wanting to hear nothing that you can't hear nothing. I'm so glad that I have women that email me and contact me to tell me that they actually resonated with some things that I said that helped them improve their life and help them take a step back and take a bit of inventory and use a bit of their insight and retrospection and introspection to take a look at their life and how they can improve. Because guess what? While you're on here arguing, you got kids depending on you. You got family depending on you. You got folks that's looking to you. And you don't even want to have excellence or be the example. What are you really doing in front of your children then? Because it's a lot of y'all ain't just running through the life scot-free. You got responsibilities that you have to take care of, mainly children. And if you're not trying to strive for excellence in every area, how are you teaching them how to do it? Exactly what are you teaching them, sis? As you get online and talk about how you don't need to have discipline or it's got to be conditional. When you don't accept that from nowhere else. The world does not even work that way. And you are intent on thinking that it do and trying to operate as if it does. And it does not make any sense at all. I'm tired. But I'm going to keep going. Because there are women who want this help and women who need this help and women who take this help. And I'm speaking to them. If you don't want the help, sis, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I got to help the sisters that want this help. And I'm determined to do that. So sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I am your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.